Now, y'all done called down there to CPS on my girl Chrisean.
Y'all, why they said 10,000 people called CPS on Chrisean? That is a lot of people. 10,000?
They said over 10,000 people done called CPS on Chrisean, as they need to. But they said the problem is she's like a Uber. She's never around. She stays on the go. So it's hard for them to find her. And she's doing that shit on purpose. Because she know when they find her and she ain't gave that baby that treatment that baby need, her ass gonna be in trouble.
Now, this whole Chrisean Rock situation is turning really ugly because after a series of TikTok lives and viewers raising concerns about Junior's well-being, it is now being alleged online that thousands of people have already called CPS on her and that Chrisean may be under a CPS investigation. It is so bad that people are now joking that CPS is going to add her to their menu because so many people are calling in about her. I mean, Chrisean has always been called out for her parenting choices. People online are always criticizing the way she handles certain situations with Junior, but lately it looks like things are getting a little bit more serious. Well, this started a couple of days ago when Chrisean went live on TikTok in her car and people said that they could hear Junior in the background. Now, he wasn't on camera most of the times, but people could hear him in the background, and trust me, what they heard had everybody freaking out.
Give me that. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's okay. You're doing good. You got all that phlegm up.
Chrisean later blamed it on a vaccine that Junior had just received and then said that the noise was a fake cough, but a lot of people online were not buying it, with many saying that it sounded way worse than any reason that she was giving. That situation eventually cooled down, but just a few hours ago, Chrisean went live again, and once again, people in the comments said that they were hearing concerning sounds from the background coming from Junior.
Q pad. First learning pad. This is cool.
Well, I don't know if you can hear it, but everybody yells it, and people in the comments were all talking about how that type of heavy breathing didn't sound normal, how you can hear the flame in his lungs, and someone even said that stop acting like we all don't know exactly how this is going to end. Now, after this, the news circulating on the internet is that over 10,000 people have called CPS on Chrisean for the authorities to do something about it. Someone commented and said that we called CPS as soon as she got off the live, sent them to the gym, and they said they're very aware of her and the situation and they're investigating her. Even asked the address, we gave it to them. Another person said that the rep said that the calls were flooding in. That is not all, because another comment said the representative said that they're so aware with the overwhelming amount of phone calls, adding that they have had more than 10,000 in a day and they are sending the investigators to go and look for her. They don't have no reason to lie, we called from the hospital. Now, as many of you may already know, Chrisean is rumored to not have a stable home situation right now because she spends a lot of time in the car with Junior, and a lot of people were wondering if CPS can step in if she doesn't even have an address. Well, someone made a video explaining that yes, CPS can still locate a person even when they don't have a permanent address.
Okay, I'm going to answer a general CPS question that you guys have been asking me. Can you call in a CPS report without having an address? Yes, you can. If you call in a CPS report without an address, you do have to have other identifiable information so that they can check their database to see if they can find the people, like the mother's full name, the child's full name, the child's date of birth, the mother's date of birth. You do not need those things, but it would be helpful. Every county has a database where Anybody in that county that has CPS history at all or has benefits, public benefits like Medicaid, Medicare, welfare, food stamps, their name is in a database. So if you give the mom's name and birth date, they can look in that database for the last known address. Now, does that mean that that person's going to live at that address? No, but they can still try. They're supposed to make reasonable efforts to locate families that don't have an address. However, if you call, sometimes the hotline, you just get some lazy person on the hotline and they might be like, well, you don't have an address, sorry. No, ma'am. We know you have a database. I'm going to give you all the information that I have. Go ahead and write it up. If it gets evaluated out, it gets evaluated out, but you're not going to cut me off. Okay? Okay.
Now, obviously, Chrisean is working overtime trying to convince everyone that her son is okay, talking about how the doctors are the ones telling her to not treat his cough, but basically nobody even believes her anymore.
This was what happened, bro. So he had that little flu shot, right? Or like vaccines. He ended up getting the actual flu, bro. So I took him to the doctors. Then I took him to the hospital. I took him everywhere I could take him, right? You know what they told and they kept telling me, oh, he's fine. Cause I'm giving him cough medicine. They said don't give him cough medicine. We want him to cough it up, cough all the phlegm. So personally, I'm gonna be honest. That was scary for a mama to just see your kid, like basically you can have cough medicine, you can give him cough medicine, but they're telling you not to give it to him. Like his cough was getting out of control. That's why you see me post a video when, well, long story short, it's like, you know, so it's crazy. His immune system basically, you know, beat all of it too as well. So they couldn't give him no medicine for it because they said let it run its course. So they said, so boom, they put this tube down his throat to get the phlegm out. And he coughed up a lot of phlegm. And he went right to bed.